Cross. Ronaldo couldn't exactly get something. Azizan puts it out for a throw-in. Important body check from Brendan. He's unhappy with that challenge, and Azizan. Parthiban leaving it for Brendan. Brendan going short, finding Sharil Fikri. Great ball. Here's Parthiban. Eventually blocked by the Sabah defense. Naziro lumping it forward. Altolinas combining with Paunovic. Sabah have a chance to launch a swift counter-attack. Plenty of space for Paunovic. But I think the second or third touch was...
Azizan puts it out for a throw-in.
Important body check from Brendan. He's unhappy with that challenge, and Azizan
Giving it away again. Sides at the moment.
Parthiban leaving it for Brendan.
Possession, Mafri Balang in that instance could have really launched a quick counter-attack. Exactly what Parthiban
going short, finding Sharil Fikri. Great ball. Here's Parthiban.
For Sharil Fikri, he's trying his luck.
Eventually blocked by the Sabah defense.
Eventually the Sabah defense were able to put pressure and block his attempt.
Naziro
Great setup from Ronaldo, I think.
lumping it forward.
Maybe a couple of touches before smashing it.
Altolinas combining with Paunovic. Sabah have a chance to launch a swift counter-attack. Plenty of space for Paunovic. But I think the second or third touch was... Azizan puts it out for a throw-in. Important body check from Brendan. He's unhappy with that challenge, and Azizan
Giving it away again. Both sides at the moment.
Parthiban leaving it for Brendan.
Possession, Mafri Balang in that instance could have really launched a quick counter-attack. Exactly what
Brendan going short, finding Sharil Fikri. Great ball. Here's Parthiban.
For Sharil Fikri, he's trying his luck.
Eventually blocked by the Sabah defense.
Eventually the Sabah defense were able to put pressure and block his attempt.
Naziro
Great setup from Ronaldo, I think.
lumping it forward.
Maybe a couple of touches before smashing it.
Altolinas combining with Paunovic. Sabah have a chance to launch a swift counter-attack. Plenty of space for Paunovic. But I think the second or third touch was... Azizan puts it out for a throw-in. Important body check from Brendan. He's unhappy with that challenge, and Azizan
Giving it away again. Both sides at the moment.
Parthiban leaving it for Brendan.
Possession, Mafri Balang in that instance could have really launched a quick counter-attack. Exactly what
Brendan going short, finding Sharil Fikri. Great ball. Here's Parthiban.
For Sharil Fikri, he's trying his luck.
Eventually blocked by the Sabah defense.
Eventually the Sabah defense were able to put pressure and block his attempt.
Naziro
Great setup from Ronaldo, I think.
lumping it forward.
Maybe a couple of touches before smashing it.
Altolinas combining with Paunovic. Sabah have a chance to launch a swift counter-attack. Plenty of space for Paunovic. But I think the second or third touch was... Azizan puts it out for a throw-in. Important body check from Brendan. He's unhappy with that challenge, and Azizan
Giving it away again. Both sides at the moment.
Parthiban leaving it for Brendan.
Possession, Mafri Balang in that instance could have really launched a quick counter-attack. Exactly what
Brendan going short, finding Sharil Fikri. Great ball. Here's Parthiban.
For Sharil Fikri, he's trying his luck.
Eventually blocked by the Sabah defense.
Eventually the Sabah defense were able to put pressure and block his attempt.
Naziro
Great setup from Ronaldo, I think.
this time around is Nur Hakim. Nur Hakim's cross into the box. Perak couldn't exactly get a clean header. Still in a bit of a dangerous area at the moment. Hussein Aldo twisting and turning. Aldo. Eventually Paunovic calms the situation down. Here's Paunovic making a run. Slightly overhit that pass. I think he spotted Rahman Shah and Mafri Balang surging forward to his left. "15 minutes pass, is still 0-0 between Sabah and Perak." We'll try and get you some updates from the other venues. The latest update is Selangor have taken the lead against Felda United in Jangka. Meanwhile, at the Hang Jebat Stadium, it's now tied 1-1 between PDRM and Malacca. So as it stands, might be Selangor and Malacca going through. Parthiban. Swift footwork. Brendan Gunn will try to put pressure on Wilson Batuil. Does well to clear it off. Ronaldo gets his head to it. Amirul Azan goes all the way back to Hussein Aldo. Aldo goes back to Hafizul Hakim. No Hakim. Got to be careful, Perak. Sabah committing more men forward, trying to put pressure. They can see what the away side are trying to do. Not panic, they're trying to build up from the back. Brendan Gunn finding Hussein Aldo. Hussein goes long for Parthiban. He's up against Evan Wensley. He's not going to have an easy night, Evan Wensley. Parthiban is the kind of player that will never hesitate to completely run at you for 90 minutes. Leandro. Here's Parthiban. Great touch looking for Ronaldo Henrique. He's trying to break free at the moment from the shackles of Wilson Batuil. Throw in for Perak. Nazirul Naim. Here's Sharul Saad. Hussein Aldo. Back to Amirul Azan. Leandro. Great work from Mafri Balang to reclaim possession for Sabah. Azizan. Evan Wensley. Back to Ro Wilson. They've got to be careful because that pass almost gifted the ball back to Sharul Fikri. But here's Pak Tesu. Pak Tesu opts to go long, spots the run of Rahman Shah. Hussein Aldo got completely over back. But I think the whistle has been blown in favour of the away side. Hafizul Hakim. Ronaldo Henrique has been under severe criticism from our Perak fans. He's been dominating media headlines in recent weeks as well. I think there was a sly dig coming from the Perak FA president, who indicated that judging by the performances of the foreign players this season, he might be inclined to maybe try and use more local players and avoid bringing in foreign players for the 2020 season. Not too sure if that was a serious statement or if it was a statement done to keep some of the Perak foreign players in check. But Ronaldo has responded well. I mean, he did score against Pahang last weekend. Throw in, Randy Barrow. Finding Rahman Shah. Evan Wensley loses possession. Has a chance to recover. But Maxius Musa brings down Amirul Azan. Free kick for Perak. Not too many clear-cut opportunities in the first 20 minutes of this match. You've had a couple of chances for Perak. Sabah haven't really been able to knock on Hafizul Hakim's door. In Georgetown at the moment, it's still 0-0 between Penang and Pahang. So as it stands in Group C, it's Perak that will be accompanying Pahang into the knockout stages. But that could change. We've easily got approximately 70 minutes left in all matches. Brendan Gunn, Amirul Azan. Leandro is still down in pain at the moment. Seems to be back on his feet. Azan finding Hussein Aldo. Here's Sharul Saad. Back to Nazirul Naim. Looking for Nur Hakim Hassan. Great defending from Randy Barrow, putting pressure. Nur Hakim, who is on the pitch at the moment, seems to be in pain. You can understand the major battles will be taking place on the flanks tonight. Nur Hakim and Parthiban are both direct wingers who will completely run at you, and will be extremely crucial for the likes of Evan Wensley and Randy Barrow to constantly be alert. Getting treatment at the moment, hopefully it's nothing too serious. You can see that Mehmet Durakovic is furious with the challenge. Nur Hakim seems to be in a lot of pain, judging by the way he's clutching his faces at the moment. Might be forced off. Here's a replay of the incident again. Nur Hakim Hassan is a challenge from the back. At first glance, it almost seemed like there was nothing too serious with it. Probably the way Nur Hakim fell on the ground. Maybe there was a twist in his knee that we weren't able to capture on the camera. But at the moment the game continues, Nur Hakim will receive treatment on the sidelines. Park Tae-soo. Here's Azizan. Returning the ball back to Park Tae-soo. Here's Wilson Batuil. The Sabah central defender who last year made his international debut for Malaysia, featured in a friendly match against Cambodia. Mafri Balang spreads it wide towards Randy Barrow. Here's Mafri. Great ball from Mafri, looking for Paunovic, but the offside flag has been raised. But that's the kind of vision that Mafri Balang gives you on the pitch. He's an extremely versatile player, capable of playing on the flanks, capable of playing as a central defender as well. But there you go, Perak have made their first substitution. Nur Hakim Hassan has been forced off with that injury, and the player coming on to replacing him is Firdaus Sayadi. Seems like a direct change as well, because Firdaus is definitely capable of playing down the left. Doesn't have the pace that Nur Hakim provides, but compensates for it with plenty of creativity and vision on the ball. Here's Sharul Saad. Spreading it to Hussein Aldo. Aldo finding Hafizul Hakim. Brendan Gunn drops down to help out. Here's Brendan. Nazirul Naim. In many ways, a lot of these Sabah players will not just be playing in their final match of the season, but they could be potentially playing for a new contract as well. Will be playing in the Liga Super next year. But in the meantime, Amirul Azan looking to set up Sharil Fikri or Wilson Batuil. That's one man who will definitely be a part of the Sabah squad playing in the Liga Super next season. But a vast majority of the rest, they've got to prove themselves, because the Liga Super is obviously one level above the Liga Premier. The good thing about the Sabah side is they've got a number of players capable of being labelled as Liga Super quality. Names like Azizan, Wilson Batuil. Mafri Balang has got plenty of experience, will be a great squad player. Maxius Musa. Firdaus Sayadi. Great vision from Ronaldo Henrique. Nazirul Naim is overlapping, cuts it back. Bit of time for Ronaldo! 1-0 Perak. A move that was started by Ronaldo and finished by the Brazilian as well. Excellent cross from Nazirul Naim down the left. And Ronaldo took a first touch, had all the time in the world to position himself before placing it into the bottom right corner to give Perak the lead in Likas. Have a look at the run again. Nazirul Naim breaking completely free down the left. He knew exactly where Ronaldo was. Ronaldo took a touch to set himself up, and he knew where he wanted to place the ball. Got the ball into the back of the net to put Perak 1-0 up. It is now advantage for the away side. And this is bad news for Pulau Pinang, because this now means that regardless of whatever Penang do in Georgetown, if Perak are able to maintain this 1-0 lead till the end of the 90 minutes, they will accompany Pahang into the knockout stages. Rahman Shah chasing this one down. Hussein Aldo puts it out. Throw in for Sabah. They need a quick response. Maxius goes back to Azizan. Opts to switch flanks, finding Randy Barrow. Here's Park Tae-Soo. Great touch from Maxius Musa. He's a really entertaining player to watch. Azizan goes long, trying to spot the run of Rodolfo Paunovic. Opportunity for Perak to break free, slightly too heavy from Ronaldo. That ball looking for Parthiban down the right. If only that was slightly slower, you knew Perak were going to be able to break free. Here's Roy Wilson. Alto Linus looking to get himself involved. Paunovic thought Rahman Shah would get to that, but here's Mafri Balang. Mafri finding Evan Wensley, combining with Maxius Musa at the moment. Maxius cuts back, great ball looking for Alto Linus. But the veteran Sabah attacker has been ruled out for offside. You could call him a one-man club. The season with a T team at one point. But besides that, he's only donned the Sabah jersey, which makes him one of the rare few names in Malaysian football to have contributed so much and so long to a single club. Free kick for Perak. Parthiban challenged by Evan Wensley down the right flank. It's a great chance for them to get a ball into the box. Expect Nazirul Naim to be over this free kick. Hussein Aldo has made his way into the box as well. Park Tae-Soo is keeping a close eye on him. Brendan Gunn, he's being marked by Rodolfo Paunovic. Keep an eye on those two names. They've got a tendency to be able to leap higher than anyone else inside the box. Nazirul Naim, great cross. Rozaimi Rohim punches it away. And Sabah will look to launch a swift counter-attack. Aziza Nordin. It was a wasted opportunity. Perak reclaim a possession. Sharosad going back to Hafizul. Hafizul going long. Azizan back to Roy Wilson. Here's Park Tae-Soo. Alto Linus, Paunovic in fact it was. Nazirul Naim. Firdaus Sayadi. We haven't seen much from him yet since he was introduced as a replacement for Nur Hakim Hassan. Incredibly talented player, Firdaus Sayadi. Was even called up to the national team at one point. hasn't exactly made his national debut yet. But he's definitely one to look out for the long term, regardless of what Perak look to do from a squad standpoint next season. Rahman Shah giving the ball away. Leandro battling it out with Paunovic, claiming to be in pain at the moment. Referee is not entertaining it. He's got a reputation, Leandro. Works his socks off for the team, but every now and then he's got a reputation of sometimes overreacting on the pitch. Maybe that's exactly what's running on the mind of the match official, Tuana Muhammad Yassin. Hafizul. Here's Hussein Aldo. Brendan Gunn. Brendan now launches it forward. Great run from Ronaldo Henrique. He gets a bit of space, but the ball bounced off his arm. The whistle was quick to blow. Shahril Fikri and Firdaus Saidi was inside the box. Here's a look at the chance again. Ronaldo Henrique, great cutback. You knew exactly what he was trying to do because Shahril Fikri had a bit of space inside the box. Firdaus Saidi plays it towards Ronaldo. Parthiban is making a run down the right. Ronaldo chooses to go all the way. Almost testing Rozaimi Rohim. A mistake from Hafizul Hakim. Here's Altolinas again. This time he goes all the way. But he was always going to sail above the bar. That shot had a bit too much power and height on it. There's no denying that Hafizul Hakim is arguably one of the more talented goalkeepers in Malaysian football. But here's a look at it again. Altolinas, the way he positioned his body, it almost seemed like he was going to get a shot on target, but at the end of the day, there was too much power on it. Going back to Hafizul Hakim, I mean, he's an exceptional goalkeeper, constantly gets featured in the national setup, but he's prone to making mistakes like that. Leandro Dos Santos on the pitch at the moment, receiving treatment. Nothing too serious. Leandro will return on the pitch. It's a free kick for the away side. Try and get you some updates from the other venues. It appears that at the Hang Jebat Stadium, PDRM have scored and they now have a 2-1 lead over Malacca. And as it stands, Selangor and PDRM will go through to the quarterfinals. Plenty of drama taking place in Group D. Nazirul Naim crosses into the box looking for Ronaldo. There's a challenge from the back. Shahril Fikri tried to capitalize on it, but eventually the ball goes out for a goal kick. Still a scoreless between Penang and Pahang at the Stadium of the Raya. It's a free kick for the away side. Leandro try and get you some updates from the other venues. And back to Amirul Azad. It appears that at the Hang Jebat Stadium, PDRM have scored and they now have a 2-1 lead over Malacca. And as it stands, Selangor and PDRM will go through to the quarterfinals. Plenty of drama taking place in Group D. Nazirul Naim crosses into the box looking for Ronaldo. There's a Shahril Fikri tried to capitalize on it. They've been able to, but eventually the ball goes out for a goal kick on a regular basis. One of the younger talents that are certainly still scoreless between Penang and Pahang at the Stadium of the Raya.
for the away side. Try and get you some updates from the other venues. Back to Amirul Azad. It appears that at the Hangjubat Stadium, PDRM have scored space and they now have a 2-1 lead over Malacca. And as it stands, Selangor and PDRM will go through to the quarterfinals. Plenty of drama taking place in Group D. Nazirul Naim crosses into the box looking for Ronaldo.
Musa making a run now. Maxius, bit too heavy. Rahman Shah. You see what he was trying to do. Get the ball. There's a challenge from the back. Shahril Fikri tried to capitalize on it.
They've been able to,
But eventually the ball goes out for a goal kick
on a regular basis.
One of the younger talents that are certainly still scoreless between
Free kick for the away side. Try and get you some updates from the other venues. Back to Amirul Azad. It appears that at the Hangjubat Stadium, PDRM have scored space and they now have a 2-1 lead over Malacca. And as it stands, Selangor and PDRM will go through to the quarterfinals. Plenty of drama taking place in Group D. Nazirul Naim crosses into the box looking for Ronaldo.
Musa making a run now. Maxius, bit too heavy. Rahman Shah. You see what he was trying to do. Get the ball. There's a challenge from the back. Shahril Fikri tried to capitalize on it.
They've been able to,
But eventually the ball goes out for a goal kick
on a regular basis.
That are certainly still scoreless between
Free kick for the away side. Try and get you some updates from the other venues. Back to Amirul Azad. It appears that at the Hangjubat Stadium, PDRM have scored space and they now have a 2-1 lead over Malacca. And as it stands, Selangor and PDRM will go through to the quarterfinals. Plenty of drama taking place in Group D. Nazirul Naim crosses into the box looking for Ronaldo.
Musa making a run now. Maxius, bit too heavy. Rahman Shah. You see what he was trying to do. Get the ball. There's a challenge from the back. Shahril Fikri tried to capitalize on it.
They've been able to,
But eventually the ball goes out for a goal kick
on a regular basis.
That are certainly still scoreless between
Free kick for the away side. Try and get you some updates from the other.
potentially made connection with it. But it is a third corner kick for the away side. Perfect way for them to go into the halftime break would be to double their lead. It's of course something that Sabah will be desperate to avoid. But here's Firdaus Sayadi on the ball. From Firdaus into the box. Shahril couldn't make anything out of it. Here's Brendan, keeps it in play, finding Firdaus again. Trying to combine with Shahrul Saad. Back to Brendan. Would have been smarter for Shahrul to play Firdaus, who had a bit of space. And Amirul Azan goes all the way back to Hafizul Hakim now. Hafizul trying to calm things down at the moment. Perak don't want to rush. Shahril fails to win the header. Mafri colliding with Leandro, clearly unhappy with the decision to award Perak the free kick. It's been a relatively cagey affair for much of the first 40 minutes. Every now and then you see moments of brilliance from a number of players, whether Perak or Sabah, but they haven't been able to create anything tangible in the final third. Parthiban yet again. Hit from him, the ball rolls out for a goal kick for Sabah. 5 minutes left here at the Lika Stadium in the first half. Charusat, here's Brendan Gunn. Sharil Fikri. He was looking to set up Parthiban. Deflected off Wilson Batuil, but for Perak, Parthiban stays on the ground. Take advantage of set piece opportunities like this. Amirul Azad is over the ball. Hussein Aldo, a number of them have all made their way into the boxes. Nazirul Naim will take this one. It's going to be an in-swinger. A number of times Perak have been able to test Sabah's resolve through set piece opportunities. Can they make this one count? Pretty deep at the moment, the line of Perak attackers. Sharil Fikri is also trying to get a bit of space. Nazirul Naim crosses. It was a bit too overhit. In the end, are comfortable for Rozaimi Rohim. Will take all the time he has in the world at the moment. Maxis Musa plays it towards Altolinas. There's Leandro, Brendan Gunn swinging it to Parthiban. He was looking to combine. Ronaldo Enrique finds Sharil Fikri. Looks to set up Parthiban at the moment. He's up against Wilson Batuil, who clears the ball, puts it out of play. I think Parthiban is complaining that Ronaldo should have played him on immediately instead of trying to find Brendan Gunn when he combined with Parthiban earlier. Here's Sharil Fikri. Leandro setting up and Nazirul Naim. Naziro Firdaus Saidi clipped from the back. Play on saves the referee at the moment. Paunovic. Still a bit of a battle from Firdaus, but now Sabah break free. Here's Randy Barrow racing forward, and yet again Rodolfo Paunovic fails to stay on side. We've seen it a number of times now. Every time Sabah break free, get into good positions, but as soon as they try and get into the final third, try and get one of their strikers involved, either Rahman Shah or Paunovic, they're always struggling to beat the offside trap. Amirul Azad, Hussein Aldo. Here's Hafizul Hakim. Finding Brendan Gunn. Back to Hafizul. Sharul gets the ball forward. Great hit. Here's Leandro. Parthiban is looking for that ball in behind the defender, but it was too strong from Leandro in the end. Still 0-0 between Penang and Pahang at the Bandaraya Stadium in Georgetown. Which means as we prepare to go into halftime, Perak can take comfort from the fact that their 1-0 lead is good enough. Maxis Musa, can he get across in time? But the ball had gone out of play. Great run from Maxis Musa. Down the left flank. He was... He struggled a bit for form this season for Sabah, both in the Liga Premier and at the Piala Malaysia. He was in and out of the team, left on the benches a couple of times, but he seems to have regained his spot in the starting 11 in the last 2 weeks. But we have confirmation is 2 additional minutes on the clock here at the League Cup Stadium, 20 seconds of which have been played. Here's Ronaldo. Keeping it simple at the moment. Leandro, vital touch to ensure that Perak don't lose possession. Here's Shahrul Saad. Shahrul playing it towards Firdaus Saidi. Great turn from Firdaus. Can he set up Ronaldo with that outswinger? Ronaldo goes wide at the attempt from the Brazilian.